Hello. Okay. So, if you're seeing this message, there could be a message for you. Okay. The video. Seeing the video. Anyway, morning's starting out strong. We got justice. Okay. Justice and the Chariot. Okay. So, you could be in a position where you have a true balance coming in. Okay, you could be getting clarity about a certain situation and being able to, move more intentionally and willfully forward in your life, okay, in an aligned way where it's like you are knowing what efforts you're wanting to take to get yourself on the path you're desiring to be. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. You could be like moving forward in a way where you know you're opening yourself up towards a more balanced dynamic within energy. And you could be having a greater sense of worth when it comes to, yourself and what, type of offers you are even open to, okay? This is good. Oh, look at, you get a Ten of Cups. You could be moving to a much more emotionally fulfilled state of being, okay? Let's check what's going on. Okay. So we got the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You could be moving in a way where you are expressing yourself emotionally, where you're intentionally engaging in a situation that you feel would be fulfilling personally, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands, where you could be really moving forward with a greater sense of purpose and passion into a new beginning. And the Three of Pentacles, you could be expressing yourself in a way that is initiating towards a more ideal group and team and partnership dynamic, okay? There could have been a lot of different illusionary aspects that you had to navigate through, but we have 7-7 right here. So you could be, as you've navigated through these different, scenarios that were, false or not fully known about exactly, to the full extent that you desire, you could be now getting to a greater sense of confidence within your position and what it is that you are envisioning for yourself or wanting to fulfill and create. Oh, and we get the Ten of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. We're, both just talking about those. So you could be, really feeling like you're moving forward in a way that is leading you towards emotional fulfillment and a much more balanced home life, partnership, and relationship dynamic, okay? You could be really, appreciating what it is that you're receiving and also willingly and lovingly, expressing your energy in a way that you can feel is truly balanced, okay? We have the Knight of Cups and the Magician. So you could be kind of like embracing, what is really meaningful for you and feeling confident in, following your heart in order to really intentionally create the life that you're desiring of, knowing that you are able to, really manifest what it is that you're desiring of, and it's just a matter of utilizing the different energies at your disposal in a certain way to form and create as you're desiring of, okay? So it's like you could be really kind of getting to a more confident position with your emotional expression. We got the Empress, the Page of Wands, and the Strength. So you could be, preparing yourself to receive what's truly meant for you and getting the strength and the confidence in order to dedicate yourself to this position, okay? Let's see. I wanted to pull some of these really quick, so I don't know how much help it's going to be because these are kind of random. But let's check it out, and then I'll go to a different one. But yeah, let's see what this is about. Oh, these cards don't want to shuffle. Okay, let's try. The beach. Okay. Somebody could be really opening themselves up emotionally, okay, and getting to a position where they're more comfortable opening themselves up and excuse me, and being more forward with what it is that they're wanting to say, okay. All right, okay. It's funny. Okay, let's see. So yeah, you could be getting to a position where you're getting more comfortable with how you're wanting to express yourself, and, you know, opening yourself up instead of keeping your feelings to yourself, okay. You could have spent some time, you know, kind of strengthening yourself and getting to a greater recognition of what your abilities are within you, okay? You could be feeling much more whole within yourself and ready to navigate through high stakes changes, okay, and get to a greater sense of comfortability within this, all right? Somebody could be wanting to take a leap of faith. Let's see. Whoops. And let me see. This one being in reverse is throwing me through a loop, so hold on a second. Okay, so you could be wanting to take yourself, or take a leap of faith, and it's like, this is something that you're wanting to do, regardless of whether you feel prepared for this or not, okay? It's like this, like, you could be recognizing that there's been certain evolution and adaptation in certain ways, but you're not wanting to only rely on that new awareness, but like move forward with your true sense of confidence within yourself, regardless of you know, whether you have everything situated exactly as you want, okay? Let me see. Okay, yeah, and you could be wanting to get to, you know, just more, like, take a softer approach. This could be a situation that you could be feeling out of your element, but you're getting to a much more comfortable and playful position as you educate yourself. And you could be recognizing what it is that is important to you, that you're wanting to protect or guard at this time. Yeah, somebody could have been, like, surrounded with difficulty at different times, environmentally, and it's like you could have been, you know, dealing with all the different, you know, frustrating elements that seem to be out of your control, but you could have been focusing on what you can do, and even possibly, like, sending out positive thoughts and intentions, and there could have been, you know, major shifts and changes that happened in your environment that showed you that this is something that you know, how I was saying with the leap of faith, that this is something that you're needing to initiate in a way in order to create the change desired, okay? Somebody could be wanting to present themselves in a way that is helping to provide care for others, regardless of insecurities they may be feeling, okay? Somebody could have felt that they've learned what they needed to learn, and they've looked at things from a higher perspective in order to really recognize what it is that they're needing to focus on. Okay, and somebody could be getting to a greater sense of contentment with, you know, their depth of emotion and wanting to be more playful within this awareness. Okay, so right, so it could have been taking some time, but somebody is going to be really shifting away and intentionally moving forward towards what it is that they're desiring of. There could be a true sense of passion for where somebody's wanting to end up, and they could be they could be wanting to, or this could be you, right? Wanting to move forward in a way where you're not hesitating or diverting, but just staying true to this outcome. And you could be a lot more open and, let me see, like exposing yourself when it comes to what it is that you're wanting to create or grow. Okay, all right, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so there's been a major transformation that has occurred in some type of way, and you can be feeling much more confident with the energy that you hold, the power that you have, the strength that you have, the intentions that you are, you know, the intentional steps that you're taking. And as you move forward with this transformative outlook and awareness, you can be recognizing that you do have what it takes, regardless of whether you feel like you're prepared. You can be recognizing that you know you're prepared, and feeling that much more confident in moving forward, recognizing that you are, you know, making wise choices for yourself, and being more direct in, you know, in a way that is undeniable for others. There's like an awareness of the impact that these actions are making. Okay. You could have felt like there was like certain things that were unchangeable within you, but as you've journeyed and navigated, there is a greater recognition of the strength that you have to evolve and, you know, kind of become more of a, like, not necessarily like a bad way, but like a machine within what your abilities are. Instead of it just being something that you're questioning, it's like you could be recognizing that this is like almost like a program dynamic where you know that what your abilities are, what you're meant to do, what actions are meant to be taken. Okay, and you can be ready to present yourself however it is that you are. Okay, knowing that you have evolved in a way that is let me see, like you have the strength to overcome the negativity that you may be faced with in certain situations. Okay, so all right, hopefully this is helpful so far. Let me check the bottom right here. Whoops. 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So yeah, somebody could be taking action in a way where they are recognizing the conflict surrounding them. They could be wanting to move forward with some type of communication, or, you know, shifting out of a situation and no longer wanting to open up to scenarios that are undesired, but wanting to move forward in a way that is you know, truly like soul connections, or, you know, important and intentional, okay, for you, instead of feeling like you're being delayed or held back based on situations that you're not really wanting to open yourself up to. Okay, and somebody could be really obsessed with wanting to level up in order to get to a greater strength and confidence. Hey Samantha, how you doing? In order to assert themselves and create and form, you know, what it is that they're really desiring of. All right, and somebody could be navigating their way, creating momentum as they navigate through different difficult choices. Okay, so Happy New Year. I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but sorry, I just saw your message. Let me see. I feel like out of it right now myself, so I don't know if it's just the energy of the day or what, but it's been a funky day over here. We got a mature woman and family, sweetheart. Okay, so somebody could be really kind of moving in a way where they're feeling more confident and wise, experienced within their energy and their choices, and they could be really creating more intentionally towards a family dynamic instead of focusing on a false narrative that could have been surrounding them. Okay, all right. Yeah, somebody could be recognizing different situations that have been trying to take away and you know, siphon their energy or their power, or even kind of shift things into a negative. All right, and someone's getting that much more focused. There's a recognition of the negative intentions towards someone's home dynamic. Okay, and yeah, there could have been, like, you know, really people trying to take away from you know, what somebody could be really creating. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. There could be, yeah, recognition of what other people are trying to take away from, you know, your own joyful expression within your home and family environment. Okay. But somebody is possibly receiving information. We have divination right here, and, you know, crystal ball and all these things. Somebody could be getting to a greater awareness of let me see. Oops. Like a spiritual awareness, okay, of I'm getting like a blank right here. This is weird. It could be something like that, you know, where there'd been some type of what's it called, disconnect. Okay, somebody could be recognizing that there was a lack of emotion that somebody was allowing themselves to form and create, or allow themselves to have when it came to this more mature dynamic. Okay, but at this point, somebody's wanting to take initiative and lead themselves towards a relationship instead of staying focused on being bound by unhealthy connections or ties. Okay, somebody could be really wanting to move forward more purposefully in an aligned way. Okay, instead of feeling like they have to move in a way that is out of alignment. Okay, all right, so well, that's obvious, right? We have this obsessive behavior, right? You know, so somebody could be wanting to move forward more aligned, and they could be focusing on creating new beginnings and altering behavior in order to shift out of what had been normalized previously. Okay, we have soulmate, bliss, and abundance. So somebody could be, you know, really kind of moving confidently into a connection where they have a true soul connection. They could be feeling truly blissful and allowing for a greater sense of abundance coming into their life. Okay. And what else do we need to know? Can we round this story out a little bit? Mio Mayo. There we go. Okay. Okay. So somebody could have been really kind of in a karmic position themselves. They could have been embodying more karmic behavior, and at this point, with a greater loving expression. It's like this card just came out right next to this other one, and they look really similar right here. So it's like with this more blissful outlook, somebody's able to move forward, you know, with their true desires and feelings, instead of staying within the status quo of what had been normalized in their life, okay? Somebody could be removing themselves from a situation where there was a lack of empathy or emotional connection. And this could be in a household scenario, okay? So somebody could be removing themselves from a certain situation where there had been jealousy or envy, okay? Somebody is changing and shifting, elevating, okay? And recognizing the strength that they have within them, okay? Or the power that they have within them. Somebody could be feeling like they're confident with the job that they're doing and trusting the actions that they're taking. They could be abandoning mentally and emotionally unstable outlooks and beliefs and moving forward towards what they're truly trying to manifest and create. Okay, there could have been, you know, a major transformation or a transition and change, and somebody is no longer opening themselves up to what had been normalized in their life, okay, as they move forward towards a true twin flame connection, okay? So I'm smelling like guava or something. I don't know. It's driving me nuts right now. But we have a divine masculine that is ascending, okay? So it's like somebody is elevating from, like I said, that karmic position, right? And in a way where they can be feeling much more aligned and confident with the actions that they take. Peter, can you stop? I don't know why every single time he comes in and does this when I'm doing a reading. So it's annoying. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Okay. Okay, there could have been other people's negative intentions being sent into the situation. Could have been an uncomfortable or undesired third-party dynamic, okay? But somebody is getting to a greater sense of truth, wanting to express themselves. And we have the courthouse right here, commitment. So it could be like a marriage right there, and love offer. So somebody could be really wanting to engage in a situation where they're opening, being more open with their truth and wanting others to know. Also kind of presenting their love in a way that can be recognized and received by others, okay? And we have Earth Angel and actual money. So somebody could be coming into a much more loving dynamic, purposeful, and feeling they're moving into a state of abundance that they could really appreciate. And we have divinity right here. So Earth Angel and divinity, it's like somebody is, you know, recognizing the the alignment and the balance that they're entering into. Okay, it's not just one person's job or something like that to make things work, but they're recognizing that they've elevated and matured in ways where they could be presenting. Oh, look at this. Hello. So somebody could be presenting themselves more intentionally in an aligned way, knowing that they're also receiving that back. And somebody could be really wanting to initiate towards this, okay? Somebody could be wanting to present themselves. Okay. There could have been a false narrative that somebody's recognizing their feelings, their true feelings at this time, and they're seeing what they feel could be a true achievement, okay? So I gotta go. So somebody could be feeling like under the weather in certain ways. We got self-love, so take the time that you need to get to a greater sense of comfortability within your true expression. But as you do, it seems like you're elevating and aligning in a way that is truly meaningful. Okay, and you could be moving forward and away from certain situations where there's animosity, okay, and getting to a greater sense of truth instead of kind of trapping yourself or suppressing your expression, okay? So we have faith right here. Somebody who's feeling like they are, you know, trying to maintain their faith throughout a conflict and move forward in a way where they know that there's a high honor, okay, and a gift that's being presented. Somebody's gone through a major awakening after being concerned of the health of a situation within a relationship, okay? And at this point, they're recognizing that people who are sending negative energy will be receiving their own karmic awarenesses, okay? And they're just wanting to move forward. We got moving on towards freedom in the distant future. Somebody's wanting to make their path straight, regardless of what other people are trying to do to get them off track, okay? And the Wizard of Oz could be relevant. I've seen a bunch of signs about that today, so I might have to do another reading later with my Wizard of Oz deck and get a little farther in here. But right now I'm going to head out. Hopefully this helped. And if this is you and you're feeling like you got to do a thing, feel more comfortable recognizing that you will be receiving the support that you're desiring of, or the outcome that you're desiring of, as long as you are taking action authentically in a way that is true for you, and you know, kind of in a way where you're releasing yourself from blockages and stuff like that. Okay, all right, bye bye, have a good one.